Mayor Pete, are you the gayest guy ever? Dude, the transportation sucks, Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete, you suck. Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete, you're the worst ever, Mayor Pete. You suck at your job. The transportation sucks. Boeing is crashing. Dude, Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg. So, did you see I ran into the Transportation Secretary, Pete Buttigieg? Yeah, you can take this off. Everything's safe now.
Thank you.
Did you see that I ran into the Transportation Secretary, the gayest guy in America?
I did. I saw that.
You see all the planes are crashing, bridges are collapsing. What other bad things are happening? I'm trying to think in transportation.
Lots. It's a lot. There's a lot in
the Boeing whistleblowers keep dying.
Yeah, we know that. I mean, I just said Boeing. I mean, Boeing's like literally killing people. He's not doing anything. Look at this. 10 more whistleblowers are coming out. And everybody knows that the original whistleblower did not kill himself because he was wearing a Tommy Bahama shirt. Nobody has ever committed suicide in a Tommy Bahama shirt. I'm telling you, and I talked to the law enforcement. They've never gone to a crime scene and seen a guy like with a gun blowing out his brains in a Tommy Bahama. So it's impossible. So we know it's an inside job. What do you think about our transportation? You fly a lot. Are you nervous about flying?
You know, I've never been nervous about flying in my life. I love flying, but ever since all this has been happening, you know, you get on a Southwest flight, it's a 737, you think about it. I've never thought about disastrous things happening on planes, honestly, the whole time I've ever flown, and now it's all of a sudden a thing.
Well, I was just a part of a Blaze original documentary about PPP loans, but a documentary that's coming out before that is about the FAA and air traffic controllers that are incorporating DEI. That's right. If you're like a white male right now, seriously, this is not conspiracy. I think the documentary comes out in 2 weeks, I believe. But right now, since they have such a DEI slanted program, if you fill out the form and you say you're white, you're basically ineligible from the start.
Yeah.
From being an air traffic controller.
Yep.
That's very scary.
It is scary. It's scary that something that serious and related to public safety is being based on anything but a meritocracy.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I just want the best person or a person that's dedicated to their job. I don't care if their color of their skin. I don't care if it's a black guy. I just want it to be like a guy that's actually cares about his job. But sadly, like they were talking about how there's people that go into work and they've like been dumped by their wife or like their wife cheated on them and they're like depressed and emotional. So if you've ever gone through a breakup or something bad happened, a pet dies, you know, you're depressed, you're not going to perform at work that great. But sadly, there's the margin of error as an FAA controller is very small.
Right.
I don't want to die on a plane.
Alex, the people are dying to know. Walk us through how you found Secretary Pete and what the aftermath was.
You might have to take an AIDS test too.
No, I don't have to take an AIDS test. No, the aftermath was really scary. I should have got more content, but if you watch our YouTube clip, it was very scary because I go and I confront him and I'm like in a good mood, even though I just said he sucks. You know, I was a little out of line. I could have been crazier. I could have been, you know, more demure and had a little more class and respect. But as soon as I'm done, I'm laughing. I'm sitting across from the terminal, or excuse me, from my gate. It was A4. I'm sitting at like A6, and I'm just looking and I'm laughing, right? And the Secret Service, they walk up to me once once everybody boards the plane and they close the door, all of a sudden, I think the Secret Service is not going to mess with me because he was the first one on the plane. Then it took about 10 minutes after that, maybe 15 before they closed the door. And so I'm looking at him and no Secret Service, no cops walk up to me. So I think I'm in the clear. Then all of a sudden the Secret Service guy starts walking up to me. And he's like this scary looking Asian guy. And somebody said in the comments that Asian guy actually at one point was protecting Joe Biden. But I didn't know that at the time. So he comes up to me. Like, how you doing, sir? I'm like, I'm doing okay. I'm going viral on the internet. And then literally, and the cop goes, well, you caused a disturbance in a private, on private property. We might have some issues. Can you give us your identification? And immediately, I didn't even give him my identification. I just got up, I stopped filming, and I went to the bathroom. And I went in the stall, and I pretended like I was going number 2 because I didn't know what to do. I wanted to call my attorney. Like, you know, I wasn't under arrest at the time. And I was scared to death. And basically, it just ended with them following me to the bathroom, went in there, sat in the bathroom for about 30 minutes, and then they were gone by the time I got out. So I didn't go to jail today.
That's good. That was quick thinking. There's not really a guide for, you know, what to do after that encounter. So
I know, and the Secret Service is scary. Now they definitely know. I'm already on a list, but yeah, my name is higher on that list now. So I'm a little worried about my safety. And I don't want
points.
Yeah, I don't want to go to jail. Pete Buttigieg. And you know, did we ever post that video? What's his boyfriend's name? Like Chasten or something?
Chasten. We posted it on your Twitter, but we never posted it on YouTube.
Well, I confronted his husband at his speaking engagement one time.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's like beef between me and the Buttigieg's, and he'd love to see me locked up. He'd be so happy. Him and his boyfriend would be kissing at a romantic dinner, like, we got Alex Stein, yeah! And then they would be doing, you know what, something weird. Not that there's anything wrong with that, YouTube. We love it. Everything's gay. Everybody should be gay.
Well, speaking of that, I was a little offended because you tell me I'm the gayest guy alive every single show, and then you go and tell Pete Buttigieg that he's the gayest guy alive. So what's the truth?
You're gayer than Pete Buttigieg.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to clarify.
You're much gayer than Pete Buttigieg.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself